folks. Are we home?
I'm home. Are you home?
No, I'm here at work.
Oh, okay.
I'm here at work.
We can go home if you need to.
We're back Wednesday. We oiled, antiqued, and actually I put a finish on it after we were all over after the video was over. But all I did was spray a finish on, so you didn't miss much there. But today we're gonna start putting hardware on. And I told you all last week that I would show you how I located it, and it's no big trick really. But I don't know, what camera are we on?
The one over your head.
The one over my head. Okay, I'm going to start with the hinges, and the hinges are just one part here. Okay, yeah, I've got the hinge. No, this is the latch side I've got. Okay, let's start with the latches since I'm over here. The latches are two pieces, but to locate them, I want to put a latch right back here.
Oh, I can't see that part.
I want to put a latch back here towards the back center, not quite in center. I want to put a latch over here at kind of the high point. I'm going to put another latch right here at the high point, and another latch right here. So to do that, let me tip this on its edge so you can kind of see what I'm doing. To locate that, and I've already got these located and the holes punched, but I just put them about where they're going to go and mark these. There's 4 holes, 2 on the top and 2 on the base. So I marked those. I marked these the same way. I just put everything together and marked these holes, and I punched all the way through. I did the same thing back here and back here. So let's see if we can put these together. I'm just going to work on the base first. We won't even fool with the top right now. So let me put, and I'm going to put on a pair of rubber gloves. It helps me handle these because I put these on with Chicago screws, not rivets. And these rubber gloves have to help me handle those little Chicago screws. My fat fingers have trouble with that. Okay. Find my screws here. All right. Take these apart. First thing I'm going to do, put a little drop of fingernail polish in the Chicago screws.
Hopefully everybody can hear okay today. It's a little noisier than normal. I can't turn anything up. It's way noisier today than it has been. There's 3 machines running in the other room. Hey, there, the noisy one turned off.
My head in the way.
No, your arm.
Sorry, I'll take that off.
Yeah, can we reattach your arm differently? It's in the way.
Up here in the neck is kind of hard to get to. I got to use a little short screwdriver. But this is permanent, so I want to get them attached nice and snug. Okay, got that. Now let's go with the next one down the line here.
There was a question how durable Chicago screws are. I think they're just fine durable-wise, but using that fingernail polish is a great idea.
Yeah, fingernail polish, some people use Loctite on them, which is fine.
Yeah.
But if you ever do want to take them apart, you know, the Loctite is pretty permanent. Whereas fingernail polish, or you can use super glue. I've used that before too. It works pretty well.
Something to kind of secure them a little bit better. No need to yell, Tony. All right. If you put conchos on it, do they screw in? Yep, you can do screw-in conchos.
Yeah.
No need to yell. Is this what we're doing today? It's gonna be Pick on Tony Day.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like that's about every day.
Before no one could hear because that machine was running. Then they stopped it, and then they accused
Now the
you
machine's
of yelling.
running again. There's a multitude of sounds amongst us.
Oh yeah, this is where I needed those longer screws. Now I gotta find, oh here they are. I've got one extra piece of Kydex right here where I strengthened it for the handle, so I needed a longer screw here.
No, that's not a skiving machine. That's the belt sander. Well, it's got a belt sander on it. It's got brushes on it, waxing wheels on it.
Yeah, it's a finishing machine.
Finishing machine. It's quieter over here by you, though. I'm only a few steps away, and it's noisy. But if you did a concho, you wouldn't be putting a concho on this part. You would apply them in a different area, not to attach your hinge or your latches.
Right.
And the screw part of the concho is normally about the same length. It's the post part that you screw it into, that length can get bigger and smaller.
Well, no, they're both variable.
You can't get longer screws,
variable.
but
Yeah, these screws are longer
yeah.
because I've got 1/2 inch posts that I'm using all the way around.
Can you dab that up with some fingernail polish?
Yes. posts, I put a little fingernail polish down in the interior of it. Okay, two more.
Did you cut these out of a 2 foot by 4 foot piece of Kydex? Your Kydex?
Yes, yes, I did. I'm not sure. I'm sure Kydex comes in probably 4x8 sheets if you wanted to buy them that way, but the 2x4s are what we get here.
Good morning from New Orleans. And then we had a Queensland from Bradley. Well, he didn't say. I just know that he's from Australia.
Because it's been mentioned before.
Yeah. There's a few things I can hold into my memory. I don't know what the deal is. When we start this video, I get hungry. Probably I just need something to complain about. Don't you reckon?
I reckon so. All right, one more. If I can find what I did with it. There it is.
But Andy's going to be falling asleep. He said it's good ASMR to fall asleep to. I came in mid-project. If I walked in the store and wanted to buy all the materials to do this at home, y'all make a list of materials. That's still being compiled. These latches, though, are from Weaver, right?
Yes, that's where I got these.
We can get a list of all the materials. We'll make sure to put it on the YouTube video, hopefully, and then we will go and timestamp all the video like we did the saddle. SJ Leather Creation says, hey Tony, I just sent you an email question about the holster class in December. Let me check my email. I figured as much, Shelley, with the S and the J for your last name. Yes, it's 150 per day of class. That's how I had to do it to make it the multiple day class. So $300 total for the
Buscadero.
Buscadero. I'm like, what happened? I said the wrong words.
Yeah, but that includes all the material.
All the materials, all the stuff. You just need to bring
a gun and bullets.
Don't bring the hole puncher.
Yeah, the cordless hole puncher.
And then the hole punching device. It'll be for a revolving type of hole puncher.
Yeah. Yeah. Revolving hole puncher. All right. Now I've got the latches all installed, which all go on this side. And by the way, I don't think it matters which side is which, but I figure most guitar players are right-handed. So the neck of the guitar.
Even though you're left-handed, you're looking at
I am left-handed, but I am not most.
That's for sure.
So they would pick the guitar up and be ready to play it if it's facing this way with the neck to your left. Okay.
He didn't mean to say the G word.
I didn't mean it at all. That was unintentional.
But if you're going to come to the BH class, you need to bring your G and S's.
Yes.
Or they're probably not shells, they're more of B's.
Okay. I've got that. Now let's put the handle on.
Okay.
And we didn't go through making the handle, but that might be a whole video all itself at some point in the future.
How to
make a handle.
You want to talk about what you did?
A suitcase handle. It's a bunch, several pieces of leather that are skived down and cemented together and sanded off and skived down and cemented together. And I'll show it to you.
Okay, I'd love to see it.
This is the handle right here.
I got the overhead. Let me zoom in a little bit though. And it's also bright because that camera's way up there. Alright, now I can see your handle.
Okay, now you can see the handle.
Yeah, now I can
But it's just one solid piece that goes here and wraps around the D-rings.
Yeah. Hold it right there.
Okay, one solid piece that goes there and wraps around the D-rings. Then there's a piece that I cement on each side, which is a bit smaller and skived to a feather edge on this top. And then another piece that goes on each side and is skived to a feather edge. And then I'll just sand them all down to make them fit nicely. And then I double loop laced across the top. But anyway, the handle on most guitar cases will go right at in this cradle. So it'll sit approximately like this. So that's the way we're going to do this one.
Now let me try to zoom that camera back out. Now I can't see. Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, please.
Down here is probably best.
Now that you brought up cordless hole punchers, if I wanted to make a fitted case for a set, any ideas how to get a lining for such a shape?
You know what? I can't put this handle on yet because I've got to drill these holes out big enough to, I can do that while we're waiting here.
I assume that William's talking about a case that that they just fold up in. Much like a guitar case, but smaller to hold a hole puncher.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go around here to this vise. But it'll just take me a minute here.
Oh, let's see where you're at. I got a camera that can shoot over there.
Okay. Make sure I got a big enough hole here.
Was gravity and the center of balance, did it play a factor in where you wanted to put your handle on your guitar case?
Well, a little bit. Generally, most of them that you see, the neck of the guitar case will be tipped up a bit.
Yeah.
And the body of the guitar will be down from it. If it's the other way, it would be kind of awkward to carry, I would think. So really, the handle is a little bit forward.
Yeah, you want your
to the center of balance.
Then William said, actually, I need to make a better case for a couple clarinets.
Get to it, William.
I think he's wanting to know how to like form the case, where the clarinet sits in, because it usually sits on little little trenches.
Yeah.
There's some of that foam that whenever you can heat it a little bit, and then you just lay your whatever you're putting in it, and it'll form around it, but it doesn't like melt it where it's gonna damage.
I built a case for a hole puncher, a long-barreled hole puncher.
Yeah.
For Rusty one time, and I just used that foam rubber like we use in our die cabinets. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
In this die cabinet over here?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. No, the clicker die cabinets.
Oh, you used, what's that foam? Kaizen foam or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
What's the name of that foam, Jacob, that we used to put the dies in? Does it have a name? That's what, Kaizen? Yeah, I was right. Imagine that. And then you just,
Yeah, because you just would put the clarinet on top of it, trace around it, and then cut those pieces out.
I wonder what Google says about making a clarinet case. I also have a buddy that machines parts for clarinets. Heck, William may even know who he is. Who knows? Omar checking in from Algeria. Now covered 3 continents.
Algeria does?
No, Australia.
Oh, we cover 3 continents.
Yeah, North America. And Algeria is probably, what, Middle East?
Ask Omar what continent he's on.
You just did. Africa. Africa, the northern part of Africa.
I'm just hunting for some little longer screws here.
Omar knew where he was at, so that's good.
That was no problem for him, huh?
No, he knew right where he was at. That's good. You know where you're at, Denny?
I have no idea.
Almost never. I had
Okay.
to go get my breakfast, Denny.
All right.
I'll take expanding foam, wrap the instrument with plastic, and then spray foam over it. And then shave it off.
That would probably work.
That's good thinking, William.
You gotta use ingenuity on a lot of this stuff. And I don't know where you can get ingenuity at. I've looked for it before.
What'd you
What
lose?
do I do with the... There it is.
Everybody got me lined out on Algeria being in North Africa. So I appreciate that. I've never been. You ever been to Algeria before, Ken?
I have not.
You ever been to Africa before?
I have not.
Me either. Oh, that would have pissed me off. About to drop my breakfast on the floor.
Oh.
I would have been upset and sad.
Phillips head screwdriver on that one.
I know, right?
I've always wondered why they don't make all Chicago screws with a Phillips head screw.
Well, Shelly got signed up for the class.
All right.
Asked one question and she was like, bang, there we go. Signed up. Mitch sent us in or Milt, sorry. He sent us in a case talking about video viewership. Remember we were talking about that on Wednesday. He said he wouldn't mind some shorter content every now and then. How come this one is sawed off?
Because the The
Did it just run away?
well, no, these the latches, the bottom part of the latch, the screw hole is too close for those Chicago screws to fit, so I had to
modify them.
modify them a bit.
I didn't know if you still needed this one. It had just
Well,
ran away.
that's an extra.
Oh, okay.
What I need is one more longer screw.
Yep, I think even if we took the longer videos that we had and took little clips out of them here and there and made little shorter videos and said, if you'd like to watch the full content, watch here. And if you lose attention quickly, watch this little short video.
You know? I don't think this one's too long.
That's going to be real long.
Yeah, it's too
You bottomed down already.
That one might have to wait until I go across the road to the hardware store and get a longer screw.
This is too short?
Yep. Put some pressure on it. I can't get it to catch.
Is that what you have one of those?
That might work. Nope.
Nope, too short.
Same length as the other one.
I tried to help.
You did, and I appreciate that.
Turns out I was helpless.
Wait a second here. I might have a solution. A longer post.
Oh. Bradley was at a city hospital seeing specialists. That's why he wasn't there on Wednesday. We talked about you. Talked about you not being here. Missing you. Wondering how Africa was. I mean, not Africa. What's that other place? Australia. Did you get one?
Yep, I had a longer post.
There you have it. That wasn't ingenuity, though. That was intestinal fortitude.
Yeah.
You kept pushing through.
All right, I've got that. Now then, before, like I said, I can't put the hinges on this back. I've got to put them on the top of that and put the lining in, because if I wait to put the lining in after the hinges are all on and set, it'll be very, very awkward. So, now that I've got the latches attached over here and the handle on, let's put our bag feet on. And our bag feet, which camera are you on?
I'm on the overhead one at the moment.
Okay,
Oh no, I'm on the side. You're good right there.
okay. I'm gonna put a bag foot there. And I've got another one up here somewhere. Oh, right here. Then I've got one that'll go right here. Right here. Right there. And right there. I already drilled the holes in it. And that's just so when it's laying down flat, it won't be sitting on the leather itself. It'll be up above it and save from scarring the leather all up a little bit. These are just rivet back deals. Aren't they pretty? It's really adding pizzazz to this thing.
Really adding pizzazz. You should have got Liz's husband, Chris, to engrave them.
Yeah.
He could have practiced his engraving on them.
There's a lot of these feet that go on this thing because they will be able to set it in all different positions. We're going to start with these on the bottom. Okay. And I'm just going to take a screwdriver here, spread these feet apart and make sure they're seated down real good.
Now I got the back of your head.
That one's set.
Do you remember the number on your bag feet?
I do not. They came from Weaver also.
Oh, they did?
Yes. Because we don't carry guitar case size bag feet here. We carry handbag size bag feet.
They are, though. How? Like 7/8 of an inch?
Yeah, about like that.
I see you have some extra antique paste in the middle of your...
Yeah, I'll wipe it off here in a second.
Green velvet is what we're putting inside of it. Kind of a hunter green almost. Maybe a little lighter than that. I wanted a Kelly green, but they didn't really have that right. Not locally, we had to order some.
Okay. I got those. Now I'm going to put let's see here.
Which ones are you doing next?
More bag feet.
I know, but which
I
one?
got one here, one here, one here, and one here. That way they can set the case upright. All right. Now I have. Okay. Got that.
We
huh?
just got a continued question of what we put on the inside, so I thought I'd put the minds at ease. Two and 7/16 latches. That one latch on the end acts as a foot almost.
Yeah. Okay, now I've got two here, and two here.
You're just making me try to chase you today.
Yeah, that's the name of this game.
That's the name of the game.
Chase Denny. Chase me.
Mm-hmm. Right on your chin. We were checking out your whiskers. Four latches. Liz is the host.
What's that?
Bradley said, I see Liz has a new hobby with the SLC podcast. She's just the host of it. That's Justin's new adventure. I already hosted a podcast once, so I'll let her do it. I done did it once for 3 years. I did it with a different Liz, though. We didn't talk about leather. We talked about umpiring.
Okay. I think I've got that covered. So now, since I've got a handle, let me carry this around here.
I see. I know it'll be lined, but would it be a good idea to add a button of leather over each of the rivets? You could. You could add a little washer and glue it on top of there. Sure. Sure. Don't be shy. You do you. There'll also be a piece of foam that will be before the. What am I trying to say, Denny? Piece of foam before the
there'll be a
velvet.
piece of foam. Yeah, some of them are 2 pieces of foam.
for the velvet. So they'll be
Yeah.
covered up.
Yeah,
they'll
they
be
won't-
covered up
They
too.
won't be visible at all.
Or pushing through.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to reach the guitar.
Yeah. Okay. Now then, I'm going to put the hinges on this side. I'm not going to attach them to that side yet. I've got 3 hinges. And assorted screws, nuts and bolts. Okay. Let's take a little break here.
All right. Coffee break. And a potty break.
Coffee rental break. Gotta go pay the rent.
Gotta go pay the coffee rent. We had ordered something on Amazon, and the company that it was coming from didn't want to return the money. So I contacted Amazon this morning, and I said, listen, you put them jokers in place. Maine had bought this dress on there for Isabella, and they kept on going. One of the very first messages said, I know that the inconvenience that it's caused, but would you like to keep the dress and then just try to resell it yourself? And we'll offer you a partial refund. She was like, no. I want to sell it. Of course, if you still want to return it and not act as a salesperson. And then they still didn't do it. Oh, we've uploaded it and we sent it to them.
Putting on new gloves here, you
So
guys.
then Amanda wrote back to him and said, it's been another week, no refund. Oh, well, we see that it's still blah, blah, blah. It's still in the shipping department. So I said, hey, you fixed this problem, Amazon? They said, all right. So they put it, within an hour we had the money back in on our Amazon. I said, just put it there. That's fine. Don't need to wait another 7 days for it to be back in my bank account. Frank checking in from Backyard Leather, South Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Down there in Mississippi.
Yeah, you get some of these foreign companies that are selling on Amazon, and I'm sure the shipping is crazy to get back to them, wherever their departments are at. I'm gonna do not disturb it. Is there a reason you use chrome hardware rather than black, or just a preference?
Well, it's preference, I guess.
Availability of this type of hardware in the time frame that we needed made our choices limited.
Well, plus you can use anything you want. You have
Go get it,
artistic.
Jim Jenkins.
You have artistic license when you're building something like
You could
this.
probably even take it to a powder coater and they would powder coat it any color you want. I just thought it was crazy that they asked her if she wanted to keep it and try to resell it herself.
Yeah.
And they would issue a partial
That
refund.
just-
I was like, well,
That
how do
just
we
plain-
become a
plain
a reseller of your goods? Could you please consider finding a local tailor to modify it? Or resell it to earn a profit?
They said that?
Yes! Yeah. There you go. Sorry for the inconvenience it caused. Our dresses are made by factory according to orders, and it did not look anything like the picture. It was terrible. We will improve our products and services according to your suggestions. Would you like to keep the dress if we offer you a partial refund? Could you please consider to find a local tailor to modify it for next event or resell it to earn a profit? In the meantime, we'll give you a partial refund as compensation for keeping the dress. Of course, if you still want to return the item, we will process return matters. Look forward to your reply, Carl.
I would write back and say, Carl, you're plumb crazy.
It's not what you just about said. Omar's still thinking about the price of the guitar case.
Still thinking about what the price would be?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If it doesn't come out, it'll be cheap, Omar. But I think it's gonna come out.
Let's see, what's this? Running water. Oh, for sure. There's Amazon and Temu or whatever. I mean, the same seller's on there, just depending on where you get it. Companies on both. I mean, we have an Amazon account. Fulfilled by Amazon, eBay, Etsy. People have their places that they want to buy things. Running Water says, Denny, did you make that long tool holder on your desk? That all your stamping tools are in?
Yes, I did. I worked for the school system for a while in Ash Grove, and I was in the maintenance department. And on
It looks like 2x4's turned on its edge, and then holes drilled
some
out.
are, but the rest of it is walnut.
Oh.
That's walnut, that bottom one.
But it's like a 2x4 walnut.
Yeah, but anyway, in the summer, the teachers were all gone, the
That's
students
right.
were all gone.
You had
And
to
all I
strip and
had
wax
to
the
do was
floors.
maintenance stuff. Oh, I didn't even do that. I was maintenance. I
Oh.
wasn't custodial.
Kids weren't tearing
But-
stuff up, so you didn't have to do anything.
Yeah. But I did maintenance stuff. I was a groundskeeper and all that, and fixed toilets that the kids broke, and
Did you have to line
Walkers.
the football field for football games?
yeah,
You did?
yeah,
Man, you got an expert football field.
yeah. I was an expert. I've since lost that ability.
You know they got robots now that drive around the fields to do it.
Oh, not in Ash Grove. Ash Grove's lucky they had a field.
They may got tractors that can do it now. Then your tractors are GPS coordinated.
But anyway, in the summer, no one was around in the wood shop, and I kind of just had my way with it and built myself a lot of stuff.
You said I could be pretty handy around her.
Built myself a new drawdown stand for my saddles, and a whole bunch of different rub sticks. And
Is that where all your rub sticks on your wall came from?
some of them, yeah.
Just sit back in the wood shop whittling.
Yeah, you know, I had access to all their equipment. And
There's a song I should play for you. It's called Whittling Man. I can't play it right now though because it has some words in it. Got one person checking out the video on Facebook over there. Holding tight to that little venture. YouTube coming in with 26 people.
all right. Okay,
Okay,
hinges are on
on one side.
on one side. Now let's turn it around here. Oh, and by the way, this is a retaining strap for when the guitar
it's flopped open.
is blocked open. But I had to put it on now before I put the lining in because I had to lace it on.
Oh, I gotcha. Did you fold that over? Did you put anything to strengthen it up on there?
Nope, I just laced it. No, that
Oh, is this a piece of your?
no, that's a piece of green suede.
Okay, I was like, that don't feel like your thingy dilly.
No,
Your
my thingy dealy.
yeah, whatever that stuff is. Velvet. Good grief. I'm having a way of remembering what that is.
Okay, now I'm going to put on the other side of the latch.
Not too difficult. We're just finding hole, putting screw in hole, tightening screw. But I'll move the camera in so we can get a closer view of what you're doing. Oh, we got somebody peeking in the window. He claims to know a thing or two.
He does a lot of peeking at us.
Yeah.
Little short screws were not made for fat fingers, you know it.
I'll have a talk with the designer.
Would you please?
Yeah. And I'll let you know what they say.
I think you'll have to go across the water. Because you'll have to use sign languages because they don't speak our language.
Maybe I can get a translator.
Maybe you could. I was thinking you could use sign language.
Hand too big.
Make short, make longer.
I mean, it's long enough airplane ride. I could probably learn how to sign language that.
You know, if they would just make these Phillips head screws instead of
Flat. I
Flathead.
wonder why they do make them flathead.
well, I think it's because they want a pretty flat surface,
Maybe so.
but they could still figure out how to do it.
They could figure out how to do it better. This ain't working for Denny. We need to change it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that use Chicago screws that would
Yeah.
stand behind me on this, I bet.
Got any big plans this weekend?
No. I don't think so. I'm sure not gonna burn brush in the yard.
That's probably a good idea.
Although I thought about it, just for defiance sake.
You can burn the brush in your neighbor's yard.
Well, all of it's dried now. I think it'll burn and not smoke the neighbors out.
You could throw more leaves on it and help them out with that.
I could.
My neighbors like to go in and out the back door. They don't ever hardly use their front door at all. It's the weirdest thing ever. They park in the driveway and they walk further to go walk in the house.
Really?
Mm-hmm. To go walk in the back door. Yep. Then you go out on you go in the backyard on your back porch that's dark. You don't know what's around the corner. That's a good way to get taken advantage of, or just taken. Next up. Yeah, Denny's using top coat, a top coat.
On what?
To put inside your screw holes.
Oh, yeah. This is a pretty involved process, this nail polish deal. Really got to be on your toes to use it. One more.
Over here and chase you a little bit. You're good. Have you ever been to the Hot Air Balloon Festival down there? Was that in Phoenix?
I have not.
No?
But they used to have one in Grand Junction when I was there.
I think they had one in Joplin too, not too long ago.
Probably. I never did, when I was in Grand Junction, I never actually went to the event, but you can see it all over town, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
there's 100 hot air balloons up in the air.
Yeah, and then like the night before, they just have like a glow night or a burn night or whatever, where they keep their baskets tied to the ground, but they all just blow their balloons up with their hot air.
Yeah.
I just have to talk into my balloon.
And it just balloons.
Yeah. Starts
Alright.
pulling up the earth. It's going so hot, so
Alright.
quick.
Let's see here. I think I am all set. Get all this extra hardware out of here. And since we've got all our hardware on, or as much as I can put on, we'll start putting the lining and foam rubber in this top.
Do you need to take any more breaks?
No, I think I will get this over here and do a trial and error thing. Look at something.
Give it just a second, running water, and I'll ask Denny that question. Uh-oh, my camera's running downhill. They're all crooked. That's more better.
Okay. Now what I've got a piece of triangular foam rubber here that's a 1/4 inch thick. It's
That
pretty,
triangle looks like
or I mean diamond shape, I'm
a
sorry.
rhombus.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put one of those in the bottom, back here in this, it'll be in this area. Then I'm gonna put one on the top, which will be in this area. So I wanna see where that's gonna put me height-wise. And it will be just about right. Because I've got about an inch or a little less of depth in the top. Plus I've got some loose cell foam rubber that I'm gonna put on it. So it'll take up a little bit of room, but this will be just about right.
Is this whose scissors are these? Albuquerque, maybe that's the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. That's what Banana said. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, so since I've got this over here, I'm gonna cement this on.
So while we cement, do you need to talk about this any? You're gonna put cement on both sides and stick it down.
Yes.
Running Water had a question.
Okay.
What other occupations have you had?
Well, actually, I started out as a carpenter. I built houses for. My dad was a general contractor, and he got me on a framing crew when I was like 15 or 16 years old. And if you want to know from the beginning, I'll tell you from the beginning. He would have me, when I was just a little kid, he would give me like $3 a day to go around and pick up trash at his building sites, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
That was my first job.
You were the
I was-
laborer.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's what they call it now, laborer.
Yeah,
They're picking up trash, sweeping floors.
yeah. So I did that. But then him and his partner decided they had a wild hair and they built a car wash. One of the first car washes in the country. It was there in Arvada, Colorado, called Wishy Washy Car Wash.
Wishy-washy.
It was the kind where you put a quarter in or two
Oh.
quarters or whatever.
You just had a little power washer thing.
Yeah, but I was in charge. I would clean up the mud after everybody brought their nasty cars in, and when everything stopped working, I would go like this and say, wow, I really don't know what's wrong with that thing. Here's a quarterback. But I did that for a while, and then right next door to it was a hamburger joint called Mr. Mel's.
Mr. Mel's.
Yeah, home of the 1/4 pound hamburger, and the hamburgers were like this big around.
Hey.
And it was a 1/4 pound, but but we smashed them flat.
Yeah.
You know, it was a patty that started out like this, and when we put it on the grill, we just mashed it to
Well, they have
death.
those now. They call them. They have those smash burgers,
Yeah.
but it's just a little bitty patty now.
But this was a big one. They were good hamburgers. But
Yeah.
that was my first real job where they took taxes and stuff out on me. I got paid $1 and I think $1.05 an hour. That was when I was in high school. But anyway, after that, he got me onto one of his framing crews, and I started framing houses, and I really liked that.
Yeah.
You know, climbing up on buildings, jumping off, and stuff.
Jumping off the building.
Yeah, stuff. And I did that for a long time. And finally, he said him and his partner had bought a piece of land there in town, and they were subdividing it, you know, putting in streets and gas and sewer and all that stuff. And he said, I'll tell you what. He said, if you can get your general contractor's license, I will front you a building lot, and you can build a house on it, and I'll sell it for you. And, you know, so on and so forth.
Did
So,
you get the,
so
you get
that
the
was,
money out of the sale?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I would get whatever it brought, you know. All I had to do is pay him for his lot and pay him a real estate commission, of
Yeah.
course. But it worked out good, you know. I did that for several years, and my brother-in-law and I got in together on that, and we were both doing it. Then I decided to go to Grand Junction, Colorado. No, I decided to go to Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Right?
Being a ski bunny?
Well, no, I just loved to hunt and fish and
Yeah.
stuff, and that was that kind of country. And my wife wanted to move out of town because she hated to be under her in-laws' thumbs, you know.
Yeah.
So we went up there, but I worked in Craig, which was 40 miles away. I worked in the winter building houses, and so I drove 40 miles to Craig every day and 40 miles back to Steamboat Springs every day. And I did that for about a year and a half, and I thought, this is pretty daggum stupid.
Yeah.
So we sold our house, and we had a really neat little log house there
Yeah.
just out of Steamboat Springs. But we sold it, and I bought a little house in Craig, and went there, and I lived there for about 5 years, and finally I decided, you know, there's got to be something better than building houses.
All right.
So a friend of mine got me onto an oil field company,
Okay.
a service company, and I worked there, you know, in the warehouse for about 2 years, and finally they said, we got a warehouse in Grand Junction that's closed, but we're going to open it back up, and we want you to go down there and run that warehouse. Well, by running the warehouse, they meant you need to go down there and be the whole deal.
You were the only one in the warehouse.
I was the only one there. I ran the
did you
show.
drive back and forth from Craig
Yeah.
and Grand Junction?
I was the boss and the grunt man both.
Yeah.
But they bought my house in Craig and moved me to Grand Junction, and I bought a house there, and I worked there for about 3 or 4 years, and the bottom fell out of the oil market then.
Yeah.
It was in the early 80s. They called it Black Friday. Not good Black Friday,
No.
bad Black Friday, because
No.
all
Yeah.
over the country the oil market just went to put. And so I was laying there on the living room floor that I had a big mortgage on. You know, I had horses, I had a wife, I had a kid, and this mortgage payment. And I thought, what am I going to do? And I said, there's a saddle shop in town. And I'd always done leather work, you know, just
Yeah.
as a hobby. So I'm going to go down and ask that guy for a job. And I told him I was drawing unemployment and didn't need very much money. And
Right.
his old Bob's eyes got real big, and he said, okay, when can you start? You'll work for almost nothing.
Out right now.
So that's where it all started. I worked for him for quite a while.
Yeah. And then I guess the rest of it is just your leather story kind of after that we've already wrote out. I just need to get that into a blog
Yeah.
post
Yeah. But
so we can get some.
I've done a lot of different. I worked at a paint shop for a while,
Yeah.
painting. It was in Denver, and we were painting parts for IBM. They
There you
were
go.
in Boulder,
Yeah.
and we would paint. It was when they had the big computers,
Right.
all the stuff, the gray stuff with pebble grain finish on it. I don't know if you remember
I
that
do.
stuff, but we did that.
You were pretty good at painting pebble grain?
Oh yeah. Well, mostly I was in the stripping barrel. The stuff that didn't come out right, we'd throw in this barrel of toluol and let it soak, and then I'd strip this paint off. And
Oh.
it kept me happy all the time.
Yeah, I bet
That's
so.
what's wrong with me today, you guys.
Yeah, it ain't the glue. It's the strip and paint. All right, back to it.
Okay, anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wishy-Washy and Mr. Mel's.
Yeah, Mr. Mills. I need a little more cement.
You remember the restaurant you're supposed to go to?
I've got it. I've got it. It's on my.
Salina, Kansas.
Yeah, I've got it
Okay.
on my phone.
I always say those two wrong because there's a Salida, Colorado,
Yeah.
and a Salina, Kansas.
Yeah. I've been to both.
Me too. Salida's over there around on the backside of all the collegiate peaks.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's great country.
I almost had put my saddle shop in there at one time.
We that's where my wife's little brother, that's where he got married at. And then we stayed over around the corner at Twin Lakes.
Uh-huh.
You talk about waking up and going, whew, it was beautiful. I wonder if there's any history on Wishy-Washy.
I don't know.
Let's look.
Look it up.
I'm doing it right now.
Wishy-Washy Car Wash. Arvada, Colorado.
I'm getting there. Calm down. Wishy-Washy Car Wash. Arvada, Colorado. On Facebook, it still says there's a Wishy-Washy Car Wash, but I don't know if it's in. Let me click that and see if it's in Arvada. Tell what the phone number is. Doesn't look like this before history was being made.
Well, that one is no longer in existence.
There's one in Troy, Ohio. It has 1-star review on Yelp.
1 star. That's probably what ours was when
They
we
didn't
did
rate
it. But
anything then.
the only Yelp we had was when I stuck my finger in the wrong light socket.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the other side and cement that on too.
I'm gonna get up there and make this camera not so bright. I didn't know that it knew how to rain in Springfield.
Wow, I didn't realize it was raining. It's been a while. First we got flooded all the time,
I know.
then it just quit.
I think we had like the wettest May ever. Well, no history to be seen for you in the Wishy-Washy.
Oh, sorry. Believe me though, it was there.
Running Water says, I'm 50 years old and I could listen to Denny stories all day. Maybe we just have to sit down. Maybe you and I can do we can do a podcast together.
All right.
And we'll just sit around and talk about little Denny Lowe. And then we'll talk about saddling Denny Lowe. And then the invention of live videos at Springfield Leather. We didn't start with live videos though. You and I, we used to do those recorded videos
Yeah.
in the back of the tattoo shop.
That's right. I remember that.
And I had all my. It was me and Christian. Remember
Yeah.
Christian? That
Yeah, and you
Had that
finally
little
got
gim-
yourself a gimbal.
Yeah.
I remember that was a big deal when you
I
finally
know.
got that.
I know I don't use it anymore. We just set our cameras because we just used to fly around and
Yeah.
zoom across, and people are like, "Would you quit moving the camera? Just focus on the work." No, I'm having fun. Leave me alone. We got quite a history just here at Springfield Leather.
Yeah. Done a lot of things.
Yep.
All right, this is good enough. I'm gonna stick it down. Now, I've already got the, and you guys, I took the liberty of already cutting all my foam rubber. Hope you don't
We just
get upset with me.
used what we had to make a pattern, and then we cut it out of foam.
Yeah.
Is it that foam, the headliner foam that we sell here?
It's basically the same. I think what we sell here is 1/8 inch.
Yeah.
This is 1/4 inch. I thought I was getting closed cell foam, but it's that light headliner
From where'd
foam.
you get it from?
I don't know.
Oh, not from here?
No. Okay.
This
what
isn't closed cell though, this is open.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pin this down like this, pull this back, and I've got some spray adhesive.
Oh, Super 77?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh no, you got Gorilla.
Well,
Gorilla
I
glue.
just got what I could find when I was looking for it. That's not gonna work. This is kind of a messy job, you guys, so I want to be as careful as I can.
It sprays alright.
Now, I'm not gonna coat both sides of this. I'm just gonna do one side. Stick it down.
Jim, that machine sounds like you're sowing gravel. I don't have a joystick on.
Alright, I've got that. Now let's peel it back this direction.
The Adventures of Springfield Leather. What could we name our thing, Dave?
I don't know. Okay. Got that in.
Can we call you Poncho? And I'll still be
Poncho and Lefty?
Poncho and Lefty, and we'll still be that.
Alright. That'd be okay. Adventures with Poncho and
The Adventures of Poncho and Lefty. And then we already got our music. We already got our intro music. If
Yeah.
Willie will let us use it.
Well, yeah. Alright, now this is oversized. I cut it, and I'm gonna cement it down, and then I'll trim it after it's already on.
Or
That's
we
my,
could just
that's
be
my
the-
thought.
The Adventures of Lefty and Lefty.
Yeah. Okay, I hope this works, you guys. We've got to find out. So far so good.
Bigger bag too?
Hmm.
Oh, you got another little bag there if you need it. Two more. I'm lefty and this is my brother lefty.
And here's my other brother left.
My brother there and my other brother there. That's not wanting to stick with a flip.
Yeah, it will, I think. I hope.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Let this kind of set a little bit. Mess with it. If it doesn't work, I'll pull it back off. I'll have to do both sides of it instead of just one.
You think your mustard would soak through?
Yeah, I think it would. I'll experiment on a piece of scrap here if this doesn't work.
Seems like a lot of worrying right there right now.
Yeah. That a little bit more.
And you got a thing going around the edge of this too, don't you?
Hmm?
You're gonna put an edge that goes
Yeah.
around.
Oh yeah. After this is all set up, I'll use a razor knife and trim this edge,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do this rim here.
have some Super 77 somewhere.
Well,
There was some sitting on this table right here. Where'd it go?
that can was empty.
Oh. Jim said he has some. You want me to get that, Lo?
Not right now.
All right, forget it, he said. Don't try to help me.
Let's call this good for today.
We'll end it there. End it there.
Yep, let's end it here. And I will make sure I figure out how to stick this down.
No. The guitar, nobody's bought it yet, so we don't. Oh, you better stick your other piece of
Oh, yeah.
other piece of foam on it. Sorry.
You're right, though. I should.
We don't know what guitar is going to go in it.
We'll use that one of Rusty's just to
Yeah, but it ain't
show
gonna,
it.
it ain't gonna stay in there. This guitar ain't worthy of staying in that. What do you got?
Got a Sigma.
Bell's got an Alvarez.
Sigma.
Oh, there you go. All right, now you got that foam on there.
I got that foam on there.
We're gonna see how this works out, and then see if we have to get a different adhesive. You gonna do that on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this, but we'll do that one from scratch on
Okay, very well.
Wednesday.
Then we'll know
Yeah,
what the best action plan is.
yeah. After this is done, then you're gonna have to help me when I set these hinges because someone's gonna have to hold it. You're the holder man.
Okay.
Yeah.
This can says it's got 3 ways to spray.
Okay.
That's what it says right here.
Yeah.
The ultimate contact adhesive.
I've heard that all before.
3 ways to spray with an adjustable nozzle. It's got an aggressive tack.
Not very aggressive.
Not very aggressive. All right, Denny, go tell goodbye to
All right.
everybody.
You guys, we'll see you next Wednesday. This went pretty well other than this very last step, and it's not over yet.
It's not over.
Nope, the fat lady has not sung.
On this video, she has, though.
Yes.
You guys have whatever weekend you choose to have, good, bad, or ugly.
Yep. We'll see you.